and a motherfucker will play it in your face, over and over and over and over and over again, and still be like, why?
You can't plan your life. It's not how it is, and you have to just be willing to go with what happens.
It's hard. It's impossible because it's all rosy for 2.5 years.
Y'all better grab your popcorn because 2025 has been wild for celebrity love lives. Forget couple goals. This year's been all about shocking splits, messy endings, and fairy tales crashing harder than a bad reality show finale. Behind those perfectly filtered Instagram stories and red carpet smiles, Hollywood's biggest power couples have been secretly falling apart, and some of these breakups left us absolutely floored. Today, we're diving deep into the first wave of the biggest celeb divorces of the year, and trust me, the tea is way hotter than you think. First up, a reality TV queen whose marriage seemed untouchable until it wasn't. Christie and Doug Christie were supposed to be that one couple that proved Hollywood love could survive anything.
And I stayed all the time. I really didn't talk about it that much because I was finding out with the rest of the world.
For almost 28 years, they renewed their vows every year like clockwork, a tradition that became their entire brand on Basketball Wives. But in March 2025, everything crashed down when Jackie filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, shocking even their biggest haters. And she wasn't playing around. Jackie demanded spousal support and wanted to block Doug from requesting any money from her in return. Behind the scenes, insiders say Doug had been growing increasingly distant, focusing on independent projects and personal coaching gigs, while Jackie, always a larger-than-life presence, continued chasing new TV opportunities and expanding her businesses. Friends close to the couple claim Jackie's intense need for control, combined with Doug's quiet resentment, finally pushed them past the breaking point. Apparently, they had already been living separate lives for months before the news went public, keeping up appearances only for their brand. In a now-deleted Instagram comment, Jackie even hinted that loyalty without communication is just loneliness, making fans wonder if there were deeper betrayals behind the scenes. Jackie was also seen appearing in court in Los Angeles, where she looked visibly emotional and overwhelmed, especially with cameras waiting outside. Just weeks before the filing, she suffered the heartbreaking loss of her mother, which reportedly left her devastated and emotionally drained. It's heartbreaking to watch a relationship that survived the craziness of fame finally crumble in silence. But it's also a reminder that even love that looks perfect on the outside can be rotting from the inside. Now, let's talk about the breakup that left the whole internet clutching their pearls, J.Lo and Ben Affleck. When they got back together in 2021 after nearly 2 decades apart, it was like the world healed a little. Bennifer was back, baby. By 2022, they were married not once, but twice. First, an intimate Vegas wedding, then a massive Georgia ceremony dripping with old Hollywood glamour. But by early 2025, the fairy tale started falling apart. Before talks of separation became public, Ben had already been spotted house hunting alone in LA, ditching his wedding ring and making solo red carpet appearances, with sources back then saying he looked miserable and withdrawn. Sources spilled that their biggest battle was over lifestyle differences. J.Lo was in full grind mode, dropping albums, planning tours, producing shows, while Ben craved a low-key, private life away from the flashbulbs. Reports even said Ben felt like he was losing himself, trying to keep up with J.Lo's non-stop spotlight. Meanwhile, fans caught J.Lo throwing subtle shade on Instagram with captions about self-love and choosing peace over chaos. And Chile, the tea keeps spilling. Ben was seen having dinner with close friends where, according to a TMZ report, he looked visibly stressed and worn out. Page 6 insiders confirmed they were living separately after everything: the second chance, the big weddings, the public declarations of love. It's heartbreaking to see Bennifer 2.0 crash and burn once again. And honestly, it kind of proves that sometimes love alone just isn't enough to fix 2 very different lives. But wait, the drama's just getting started. Because next up, we're diving into Sia's emotional breakup, Cardi B and Offset's final chapter, for real this time, and Jessica Alba's shocking quiet separation that left fans speechless. Sia's love story with Dan Bernard had fans genuinely rooting for her. It felt like a fresh, hopeful chapter for someone who'd endured so much pain. They married in May 2023 in a small, romantic ceremony in Italy with just close friends and family. Exactly how Sia likes it. No flashing cameras, no big headlines. But in early 2025, insiders revealed that Sia and Dan had quietly separated after less than 2 years of marriage. Sources said it wasn't messy or scandalous, just a heartbreaking realization that their life goals no longer aligned. Sia has been extremely open about her struggles with mental health, and friends say the emotional toll of maintaining a relationship while also healing herself became overwhelming. Apparently, Dan wanted to pursue new public-facing business opportunities, while Sia needed a quiet, stable, and private life, something she's fought hard to protect. And if you look closely, you'll notice that Sia's recent interviews have this sad, almost resigned tone. She's been speaking a lot about letting go gracefully and protecting peace at all costs. Adding to the heartbreak, sources close to her say this breakup hit differently because Sia genuinely believed Dan was her forever. Fans are still flooding her socials with love and support, reminding her she's a warrior, even when life feels like it's falling apart. When Cardi B and Offset first got together, it was the perfect mix of chaos and passion. But y'all, even the strongest fires can burn out. Over the years,
Ruined my Valentine's Day, and then I really want to let y'all know the business that he did a couple of days ago. You know what?
we've watched them survive public cheating scandals, messy breakups, reconciliations, and even secret divorce filings. But in March 2025, Cardi officially confirmed on Instagram Live that she and Offset are done, like papers filed done. She spoke from the heart, saying, "I just outgrew the relationship. I wanted more, and I wasn't getting it." Offset, on the other hand, didn't stay silent. He posted shady messages about being unappreciated, hinting that their problems went deeper than what the public ever knew.
You want to threaten me, talking about you want to take my shit. You want to take my shit because I'm moving on? Move on.
And get this. Friends of Cardi claim that even after counseling, their trust issues never fully healed. They reportedly spent months living separately before Cardi decided to publicly call it quits, focusing instead on her 2 kids, her beauty brand, and her upcoming album. Adding salt to the wound, rumors have been swirling that Offset has already been seen cozying up to models in Miami, though nothing's been officially confirmed yet. And honestly, watching them fall apart after fighting so hard for each other for years feels like the final chapter in a very public, very painful saga. No matter whose side you're on, it's clear both of them are walking away from this breakup with heavy hearts. Jessica Alba and Cash Warren were never the type to broadcast drama, which made their quiet separation even more shocking. Married for 16 years, raising 3 adorable kids, and building separate empires, Jessica with her honest company, Cash with his film production ventures, it all seemed so solid. But in April 2025, news broke that Jessica and Cash had been living separate lives for months and were amicably finalizing their divorce. Insiders say there was no scandal, no cheating, no explosive arguments, just the slow drift of 2 people growing apart over time. Jessica, in a recent podcast interview, even said, "Sometimes love doesn't end with fireworks. Sometimes it's just a soft, sad goodbye." Friends close to them shared that their busy careers kept pulling them in opposite directions, and even though they tried therapy and quality time, it just wasn't enough to bridge the gap anymore. Cash has reportedly already moved into a new place nearby, and the 2 are committed to co-parenting their kids with mutual love and respect. Adding another bittersweet layer, Jessica's been dropping subtle hints in interviews about embracing single motherhood and focusing on her personal growth journey. It's the kind of heartbreak that doesn't make headlines, but it hurts just the same. Honestly, watching one of Hollywood's quietest, strongest couples drift apart quietly reminds us that not all breakups come with drama. Sometimes they just come with tears no one sees. And there you have it, babes. From Sia's hidden heartbreak to Cardi and Offset's explosive final goodbye, and Jessica Alba's silent separation. 2025 is proving that behind every glittering red carpet moment, there's a lot of real-life pain that never gets posted on Instagram. It just goes to show, even the strongest couples, the ones who seem to have it all, are fighting battles we never see. Which breakup shocked you the most? Which couple were you rooting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay messy with me, because you know more Hollywood tea is always brewing. Catch you in the next one, babes.